Hey Sean, today's guide is about tending your volcanoes, which is a guide to mastering anger. Specifically for you, Sean. Have you ever been scolded for being angry? Or have you ever been told to just hold it in? Son, anger is not a bad emotion. It is a natural part of your landscape, and today, we will learn why. First, we need to focus on uprooting the baobabs of misunderstanding by looking at the myths versus the truths. Let's start with the myths. Myth 1 is that anger is inherently bad. Myth 2 is that you must suppress it. And myth 3 says you have no control when it happens. But here are the truths. Truth 1. Anger is a completely natural emotion. Truth 2. Suppression is dangerous and builds pressure. Truth 3. You can always choose how you express it. Believing these myths prevents us from learning how to properly manage our inner world. I want you to think of anger as the evolutionary alarm system. It happens in 3 steps. Step 1 is the trigger, which involves threats to your core values like fairness, respect, or safety. Step 2 is the physical reaction. Adrenaline is released, your heart rate increases, and your muscles tense. Step 3 is the body's signal, telling you, protect yourself. Resolve this situation. The key insight here is that a person with zero anger cannot protect themselves from unfairness. Anger actually evolved over tens of thousands of years to keep you safe. However, we must understand the danger of the plugged volcano. In the yellow stage, which is short-term silence, the anger is temporarily hidden, but the pressure builds. If it moves to the orange stage, representing medium-term leaking out, the suppressed anger escapes in the wrong places, like snapping at a younger sibling, sudden lethargy, or unexplained cynicism. If it reaches the red stage, meaning a long-term physical toll, the body takes the damage, leading to indigestion, frequent headaches, insomnia, and weakened immunity. Sean, remember that neither suppression nor explosion is the answer. Let me share the fox's wisdom on mastering the flame, comparing the unhealthy state of being mastered to the healthy state of mastering your emotions. For expression, the unhealthy way involves explosions, throwing things, and yelling, whereas the healthy way is saying, I feel this situation is unfair. In terms of purpose, the unhealthy goal is attacking the other person or running away, while the healthy goal is solving the problem and setting boundaries. The result of the unhealthy path is damaged relationships, regret, and guilt, but the healthy path leads to preserved relationships and protected self-esteem. Finally, your inner state in the unhealthy way is being dragged around by the emotion, but in the healthy way, it is recognizing and choosing how to respond. We can also learn from Aristotle's starlight, specifically the golden mean. On one side, having too little anger is cowardice, meaning you are unable to get angry when you should. On the other side, having too much is impulsivity, which is exploding unnecessarily. The golden mean in the middle is courage, representing righteous anger. As Aristotle said 2,400 years ago, anybody can become angry. That is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. Son, you must learn to see the rose beneath the thorns. The outer layer, which are the thorns, represents anger, and this is what the world sees. But the inner core, the rose, contains the hidden emotions. Fear, sadness, hurt, unmet desire for recognition, and shame. For example, the trigger might be that you get angry when a friend ignores you. But the hidden rose is that you actually wanted to be acknowledged, and you feel hurt and sad that you weren't. Knowing your true underlying emotion allows you to express it accurately. It often begins with raw anger, a response to the deep injustice of racial discrimination. But the true turning point is transformation. By refusing to use violence or suppression, that raw emotion can be redirected. It becomes powerful words and action. It becomes the I have a dream speech, peaceful marches, and influential letters. Ultimately, this continuous flow leads to profound societal change, transforming the world. Remember, anger is just energy. The real power lies in where you choose to direct it. Here is how you go about taming the fox using the 3-step orbit. Step 1 is recognize. Notice the physical signals like a fast heartbeat or clenched fists. Simply thinking, I am starting to get angry, lowers the intensity. Step 2 is regulate. Calm the body first, so the mind can speak. Breathe deeply for 4 seconds in and out. Step away to the hallway or drink cold water. Step 3 is express. Speak from the underlying emotion using an I message. Say I feel hurt by this situation, instead of attacking the other person. Let's apply this to a real-world asteroid, the unfair teacher. The trigger is that you are scolded by a teacher for something you didn't do, and anger boils up. Path A is the unhealthy reaction, where you suppress the anger at school, let it boil inside, and then explode at your younger sibling when you get home. Path B is the healthy reaction. First, you recognize by saying, I am feeling treated unfairly and angry right now. Then, you regulate by waiting for class to end, stepping out, taking a deep breath, and drinking water. Finally, you express by approaching the teacher respectfully, and saying, "I felt it was unfair when I was blamed for that situation." Always remember the secret to true strength. Anger is not a bad emotion. Learning how to properly master it is the mark of true strength. Even mastering just step 1, recognize, is a perfect start. In our next chapter, we will explore the question, why can't I stop comparing myself to others? See you next week, Sean.